morning, everybody. It's that time of week again. I'm Father Joshua, and this is Story Time with Father Joshua. I am in a very interesting place today. We flew all the way across the world to the Negev Desert. And this is the desert that is in the south of Israel and Palestine, near the Dead Sea. And I'm here today because this is where part of our story takes place. Today's story is Isaac and Rebekah, or Rebekah and Isaac. And it is in the Negev Desert where Isaac went out to watch his sheep. And there he met Rebekah when she came to marry him. I don't want to get too far ahead. So, are you ready for the story? Good. Rebekah and Isaac. God kept the promise to Abraham that he would have many children. God promised that Abraham's son Isaac would have lots of children too. And when Abraham was very old, he asked his servant to help find a wife for Isaac. The servant needed to go to a place where the people believed in God. So he went on a long, long journey across a place like this. He went all the way to the town where Abraham grew up. When he got to the town, the servant knew that he needed to find the woman who would be Isaac's wife, but he didn't know how to find her. He prayed to God for help, and he said, "God, I will go to the well in this town and ask a woman for a drink. If she gives me a drink of water and offers to get a drink for my camels too, then I will know that she is the right one." Isn't that a great way to go on a date? Well, we have our picture here for the first part of our story. And there's the town, and there's Abraham's servant, and some very thirsty camels. Oh, and our little friend down in the well. That's not the end of the story. The servant waited patiently by the well. In the evening, a beautiful woman came to fill her jars with water. Her name was Rebekah. The servant asked her for a drink. Rebekah replied, "Sir, here is a drink for you, and let me get some water for your camels too." That's what he asked for. Rebekah showed wonderful kindness. The servant believed God heard his prayer. "God sent me a very long way to find you," he told her. "God has a plan for you to marry a man named Isaac. God has promised that you and Isaac will have many children." "I've always wanted to have a big family," Rebekah said with a smile. "I know that God keeps his promises. I will marry Isaac." After Isaac and Rebekah got married, Isaac prayed for children. Isaac and Rebekah had twin boys. Their names were Esau and Jacob. Isaac's children were Abraham's grandchildren, just like God had promised. Here we have our picture of the happy family. There's Isaac and Rebekah, and oh look, there's the twins. They don't look too happy though, do they? Because Jacob and Isaac were fighting from the very moment they were born, even before they were born. But that's a story for another day. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story today. I'm not going to stay too long because it's really hot out here in the desert and the sun's getting to go down. That's why I have my hat from Camp in Our Hearts to protect me from the sun. And thankfully, I brought my own water today. So I don't have to go searching for any wells. Although, maybe I'll find a wife at one, just like Abraham's servant. Well, today I have another task for you. I want you to know something. You, each and every one of you, are part of God's promise to Abraham. Isn't that cool? All of us are part of that promise for generation after generation that will serve and honor God. This promise that God made to Abraham so many, many years ago that was fulfilled through his son Isaac and his grandson Jacob. And here we are today. Isn't that cool? Now for today, I want you to tell somebody how that makes you feel? How does it make you feel to know that you are part of God's promise? You can write it in the comment section with help from parents or grandparents or aunts or uncles or whoever adult you are with, or just tell somebody. Go and tell somebody. We can continue what we did for the camp week, and you can write it in a letter and send it to that person you wrote a letter to. Let them know how it makes you feel to be part of God's family, to be part of God's promise to Abraham. Let them know that they are too. Well, everybody, I love you. I wish I could be with you more often, but until next Sunday, peace.